What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Monyca and we are locked in. This is episode 7, the finale of True Stories starring Kevin Hart on Netflix. Gene is dead. We have a girl named Simone that looks like Daphne, and her and Carlton are a little close, and they keep talking about where's Kid and him not checking in. So we need to figure out who Simone is. But first, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of it, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, things aren't adding up. And you already know, Kid, he looks at his brother. He tells him everything that you do, you mess up with. So is this another mess up that his brother Carlton is doing? Or is this just a mistaken identity? We'll find out. This is episode 7, True Story. We start the episode off with Kid in his bed, and he actually calls the detective, Julian, the one that, notified Carlton that Ari's body popped up. And what he's trying to do is get an address of the girl that they met at the party. And Kid, he's playing it low key, trying to say, oh yeah, we're supposed to meet up, but Carlton was kind of mad she chose me over him. So if you can get that address, because he wants to see, is Simone Daphne? Because if so, then that means Daphne didn't die and we did all this for nothing. We just got to get to the bottom of it, put it like that. Now, here is a perfect example. You always hear women say, oh man, he give me creepy vibes. He give me stalker vibes. Now, this is an example that you could say that. Just a regular guy doing something. Oh, it's not creepy, it's not stalker. But this man, he has all black on, got the hoodie on, hiding behind the bus stop. Now, that's creepy / stalker vibes. But hell, he trying to figure this out. We got bodies. We got a lot of stuff going on. Now, he jogs across the street when he sees her, and the name he calls her is Daphne. So we are right. Daphne looks just like Simone. Simone looks just like Daphne. Why is Carlton texting Simone, who looks like Daphne, after Daphne is supposed to be dead in the hotel room, broken bones, on a cart, shipped out of here to the 4th floor, thrown in the trash chute? What's going on here? Turns out Daphne is Simone. Simone is Daphne. Her real name is Simone. She went by Daphne, and she's talking about, sorry, I didn't mean to do it. So everything that they've done, they killed Ari. They set up Gene. These real bodies that are dead, that they did, was all because Daphne faked her death. And that's why she got up out of there. No one knew where her body was. And she's saying, I didn't want to do it. Carlton made me do it. She finally admits that it was really Carlton that did it. And he said they could make a little bit of money. The whole time, Kid didn't want to believe it was his brother. So he was saying, was this Ari's idea? But now, just like everyone's been telling him, Todd, Herchel, his accountant, hey, you shouldn't really be dealing with Carlton. This whole time he's been going behind your back, trying to get $6 million out of you. He's trying to hustle his own brother. He already getting the restaurant back. He paid off his $600,000 debt. Man, this right here was a whole turn of events. What does Kid do? He calls his brother. Oh, I need to meet up with you. I got a surprise for you. Just show up. Don't worry about it. You're going to want to see this. Kid is upset. Now, I don't know why, but Carlton's over here. He's packing up some stuff. He takes an actual picture of him and his brother. And it looks like he's just getting things together because in his head, everything is good. Ari's gone. Gene's gone. There's no connection with us. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Simone, I'm going to, hit that up. We're going to get some money from my brother. And everything's going along as his original plan. Todd shows up to talk to Carlton. And what he's trying to do is figure out what's really going on with Kid. Everything they've done since they got to Philly, everything has been messed up. Let's just get that straight. From the time we got here, he was drinking. So Todd's saying he's not using again. What's the problem? Now he makes a reference to, I'm not the person that finds the bodies. I'm the person that tells you where to dig, to put them. Pretty much saying, if you guys have problems or any issues, talk to me first and I'm going to help you figure it out so we can get through it. Now, Carlton said, I'm going to New York with you. I've been talking about I'm going to go to LA. Todd just wants to know what's going on. What's the problems that you and Kid are having to make everything seem like it is? Now they're taking sides. Todd's job is to protect everything that Kids does. He's his manager and he wants to make sure that everything is good. Because if he doesn't do this, then he doesn't get paid. And what he's trying to tell Carlton is, I'm actually protecting your brother. I'm trying to make sure everything he does is positive and in the right direction. Now, on the other hand, everything that you've done for him and when you've been in his life, you affected him negatively. And that's not good. I'm here to protect your brother, unlike you. Now, Kid's upset. He just found out Daphne is alive, or is it Simone? Either way, she's alive and all these murders were preventable and should have never happened. So he's going off on Hersh, talking about, hey, back off. When I tell you to do something, that's what you do. That's what I'm paying you for. And also, I'm not paying you to have sex with Billie. So he's like, oh man, how did you find out about this? But that's the truth. You don't want to mix up your security with, someone that's working with you, because that'll make a bad relationship. If things go bad, it's all kinds of things that can happen. But the main thing is we need to talk to Carlton's ass, because he owes us for this. Kid goes in his room, slams his door. You hear Herchel out there, fuck. He's like, man, fuck you. And they just yelling at each other. Now, Kid, he's real upset. He didn't put himself into a situation that he shouldn't have been in. And all this came from drinking. Also, people, when you get on, you can't look out for everybody. You can't keep giving them money, because then they're going to keep coming around and that's going to draw more problems. He starts to tear up the hotel room though, because he's very, very frustrated. Now Todd calls and he's just checking in on Kid. He's like, the Sixers called. Do you want to go to the game? He's like, yeah, let's go to the game, but get us box seats. I don't want to be on the court. That means he's very, very upset. Now we see Carlton's phone and Simone is texting him, urgent. We need to effing talk now. Call me. I can't write what I need to tell you. She was just confronted by Kid. So she's trying to say, hey, Carlton, what's going on here? Kid, he may have found out. Now he's back in the hotel room. He's looking around, so he can't really talk at this moment. Yeah, I bet he's going to wish he should have. Kid tore the room up. Carlton gets there. He's like, is everything good? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Not your ex or your kid or anything. And Kid's just telling him, nah, bad business decisions, bad news that I got. Now we're headed to the Philly game. We about to see these Sixers. But they're going to be in this box. So it might be a conversation that Carlton probably doesn't want to have. They pull up. They got all access passes. I'm talking, they go to the locker room. They go down the court if they want to. They may not have no seats. But this is Kid. We're going to find seats on the court side if we want them. They can go anywhere in the building with these all access, especially when you're getting requested to come to the games. But we're going up to the box. They get up to the box, Wells Fargo Center. We got drinks. You know what I'm saying? We got our own little TV up here. We just kicking it. It's only 3 of us. This is the lavish life, people. Now, Simone, she just got that text message from Carlton. He's like, calm the F down. So she went to his house. Now, she's in here watching TV, and guess who knocks on the door? It's Nico's, and he kicks the door in, and he wants questions answered now. Where's Carlton? Because they're putting 2 and 2 together. We seen on TV that Carlton was in the video with Gene and with Kid. So I'm gonna ask you carefully, where is Carlton? Now, she's not giving the answers that Nico wants. He slaps her, knocks her on the couch, and they're known for roughing people up. We seen a video. We seen what they did to Ray. We seen what they did to Gene. So he turns up the TV because these answers aren't what we're looking for. And he gets to whooping ass. Back up in the box at the game, Kid tells Herchel, hey, leave the room real quick. I want to talk to my brother, let me get some private time. Now, when Herchel leaves, if you see, he left the door cracked just because he's the security and he wants to be able to have access to get back in the room in case Carlton starts whooping him again. Or if anything happens, he's still security, so he needs to be able to get in there. Kid gets straight to it. Hey, Carlton, who is it? Simone, Daphne? Which one is it? Don't worry about it. You ain't got to answer it. So now what he's telling Carlton is, I'm starting to figure out you were trying to hustle me after everything I did for you. Even before this situation, this is what you did to me. You put me in a situation where I actually had to murder somebody because of a little fake money heist that you were trying to do, a scam. Man, that hurts, especially coming from your brother. Now, in between this, he's serious. He's furious with his brother. Now, of course, he's a celebrity, so they put the cameras on him. Oh, shoot, we got Kid in the building. So he waves, he smiles, but deep down inside, that heart is on fire because he wants to get on his brother's head. Oh, man, it ain't going good for Simone over here, though. Nico's has been whooping on him. Pat, pat, pat. Well, Chavez calls and he tells Nico, I know where Kid is. I know where Carlton is. They just got a call because they seen him on the game. So now they know that they're at the arena. And Simone, you're not going to make it out of here, unfortunately. And Nico's, go ahead, air it out. Pop, pop, pop. R.I.P. Now Simone is really dead. Or is it Daphne? Back to Kid and his brother Carlton. He tells him straight up, what you did is foul and is wrong. You're dead to me. When we leave this box here, I don't ever want to talk to you. I don't ever want to see you. Don't come around no more. I don't want anything to do with you. He's really separating himself from his brother at this point because he knows Todd, everyone has been warning him about his brother. He just wanted to see the good in him because at the end of the day, it's still your brother. But when they do something like this, you really got to disconnect yourself from them. Now, even though they have their differences, when they go downstairs, they see Nico's and Chavez in the basement talking about, hey, we need to get back there. We just need to see something. So even though Kid doesn't want Carlton talking to him, he still looks out for his brother. He grabs him and tells him, come on, we got to go because Nico's and them are here and they ain't playing. Now, they didn't bounce through security and they chasing after him. Remind you, we were at the Sixers game. Herchel had a gun on him. Now, in real life, he wouldn't have been able to have his gun in the building, even if he is security. The only people they're going to let in there are the armed guards, unless it's with somebody as big as the president or an official like that. Now, he turns around. He pulls out his little fanny pack. He tries to shoot. He misses. They catch his ass, though, lay him on down. Now, they chase him down the hall, and they get to a dead end. You hear over the intercom, active shooter in the building. So you already know the fans upstairs going crazy. We got Herchel laying down. We're at a dead end, and you can see Carlton actually steps in front of his brother, and he's like, look, he ain't got nothing to do with this. This is all on me. So at this point, he figures this is the end anyway. I'm still going to try to protect my brother, even if he doesn't like me and hates me at this point. Now, Kid, he picked up a gun. And even though they were cornered, his brother was trying to tell them, hey, stand down. My brother ain't got nothing to do with this. He comes around. He shoots both of them, lays them out. I'm talking about clean shots. I ain't know Kid had accuracy like that. Now, while they're looking at these bodies, Carlton's talking about, hey, I'm going to take the charge for you. I know exactly what to say to the cops. Unfortunately, he's not going to get a chance to tell the cops this. Kid tells him, hey, see. He turns around and he shoots his brother. He go ahead and kills his brother. Now, this sounds bad, and it is. What he's doing is protecting himself moving forward because all of this was brought up by his brother. And if your brother would set you up to make you think that someone was killed, OD'd, and then to try to extract $6 million from you, it sounds bad, but you got to get rid of them out of your life. So what he does is he lays up under his brother to make it seem like they all three got into a shootout. They ended up killing each other. And he's crying. The cops come down there. My brother, man. He trying to put a little bit of blood on. He don't want to mess up the good clothes too much. But my brother, I seen him die in front of me. So now it looks like these three just got into a shootout. And it was something that his brother Carlton, who already had a criminal past. You always know they're going to bring up that criminal record. It's all going away from Kid. Now, a couple of days have passed. They're going to do an interview with Kid about everything that's went on. Now, I told you in the beginning that interview they did in the opening scene, it was going to be very significant. Well, that whole interview is about the whole show. And now we're at that point where they started the interview. You also remember Herchel, when they were up in the box, he didn't close the door. So he heard the whole conversation of what happened about Simone, aka Daphne, Ari, Jean. So Todd's asking what went on. And at this point, Kid, he explains exactly what happened about the overdose. They faking it, trying to extract some money, bringing in Ari to act like they cleaned up the body when in reality, Simone just walked out the door, him killing them. Then how Jean happened. So what he ultimately comes to is the $6 million that they were going to pay. each month, the $500,000 each month, he's going to go ahead and give it to Herchel since he put him through so much. So with the money, the $6 million that they're going to go ahead and pay Herchel to continue doing security, he said, tell the movies, I'll go to work in January, but I need 30 million and not 25 million. This way he's paying that 6 million to Herchel from the movie budget, you know what I'm saying? Not out of his actual pocket. But that's good that he's looking out for him, because he was going to spend $6 million on trying to get rid of a fake body in the beginning. Now Todd and Herchel, they know this, and they're going to keep it to themselves, because at the end of the day, Todd already said, I'm not the person you hide the bodies from. I'm the person that tells you where to dig. Now, mind you, all this happened inside of this same hotel room. He just tore it up and they cleaned it up. We got the interview with Don Lemon. Hey, we about to get this extra money for the show to pay Herchel. Well, let's get into this interview. He starts to talk about his brother and how sincere he is. They didn't have the best beginnings. It was a humble beginning. They didn't have much. And even though they didn't have the best relationship growing up, they still made the best out of the situation, even moving forward. Now, he's spinning it to make it seem like his brother just got caught up into some nonsense. His brother was actually murdered. There was no reason for him to die like that. So everyone's looking at him like, man, you were caught up in your brother's nonsense. Now his hands are clean. Mind you, everyone that has something to do with this, they're gone. Everyone. Simone, she's dead now. You got Ari, Nico, Savez, Gene, Carlton. So it's looking like he's really in the clear now. There you go, episode 7 of True Story. Let me know, do you like how that played out? I really do like Kevin Hart in the serious role here, not being the comedian that he is. This was actually a very good, very well put together show. And I like how it ended out. Now the twist was he ended up killing Carlton. Let me know what you guys think about the overall show. I'm Mo.J. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on a beat, boy.